What if I told you the next breakthrough in weight loss doesn't just reduce hunger, doesn't just slow digestion, and doesn't just improve blood sugar, but actually changes how your body burns energy, stores fat, and regulate metabolism at the same time? Not Ozempic, not Wegovy, not Mounjaro. I'm talking about Retatrutide, a third generation metabolic drug that may redefine how we treat obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic disease. This medication isn't FDA approved yet. It's not available to the general public. And that's exactly why you need to understand it now, because once it arrives, the conversation around weight loss will never be the same. If you are new here, I'm Jay Patel, a certified PA working in metabolic and functional medicine. This channel is about education, not hype, not shortcut, and not influencer nonsense. Today's video is for educational purpose only, and nothing here is a medical advice. I'm not here to give any type of medical advice. I am a medical provider. I am just not your medical provider. If you have struggled with weight loss, stubborn fat, insulin resistance, metabolic slowdown, or chronic fatigue, this video may explain things about your body that no one ever told you. Let's discuss why weight loss fails for most people. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fail at weight loss because they are lazy. They fail because their biology is working against them. You eat less, you move more, you do everything right, and the scale barely moves, or you lose weight, feel proud, and suddenly hunger explodes, craving returns, energy crashes, and weight comes right back. This is not a discipline problem. This is a hormonal and metabolic problem. Your body is designed to defend weight, not lose it. And when calorie drops, the brain responds by increasing hunger, slowing metabolism, and conserving energy. This is why traditional dieting fails long term. Obesity is a metabolic disease. Obesity is not a character flaw. It is a chronic, relapsing metabolic condition involving hormones, neurobiology, and energy regulation. Key players include insulin, leptin, GLP-1, GIP, glucagon, and hypothalamic appetite signaling. When these systems are dysregulated, willpower becomes irrelevant. This is where modern metabolic therapies enters the picture. So quick foundation about GLP-1. GLP-1 is a hormone released from the gut after eating. It slows gastric emptying, increases satiety, reduces appetite, improves insulin secretion, and decreases glucagon in the post-meal state. GLP also acts on the brain, reducing food noise and reward-driven eating. This is why GLP-1 based medication have been effective for weight loss and diabetes. But GLP-1 alone has limits. Now let's talk about the role of GIP. GIP is another incretin hormone. Historically, it was misunderstood because in isolation, it can promote fat storage. But when paired correctly with GLP-1, GIP improves insulin sensitivity, nutrient partitioning, and metabolic efficiency. This combination led to second-generation drugs like Peptide, which led to better results, more weight loss, improved metabolic marker, but still not the full picture. Let's talk about the missing piece, glucagon. Glucagon is often portrayed as the enemy. It raises blood sugar, but glucagon also increases energy expenditure, stimulates fat oxidation, and promotes metabolic flexibility. Glucagon helps the body access stored energy. The problem with the older therapies is that glucagon was suppressed. Retatrutide does the opposite. Let's talk about what makes retatrutide different than all the other GLPs. Retatrutide is a triple agonist. It activates GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon receptors simultaneously. This is not appetite suppression alone. This is a coordinated metabolic signaling. GLP-1 reduces hunger and food noises. GIP improves insulin efficiency. Glucagon increases energy burns and fat utilization. Eating less is only half the equation. Burning more is the other half. Retatrutide targets both. Why this is the third generation metabolic medicine? The first generation GLP-1 drugs focused on appetite. The second generation drug improved insulin sensitivity and satiety. Third generation drug targeted energy balance itself. Retatrutide doesn't just tell you to eat less, it tells your body to use energy differently. That distinction matters. What the data shows. Early clinical trial shows weight loss exceeding 20% of the total body weight in some participants. That puts result in the range previously seen only with bariatric surgery. But the weight loss isn't just the most impressive part. Participants also showed improved insulin sensitivity, liver fat reduction, cardiometabolic markers, and metabolic efficiency. This suggests retatrutide is not just cosmetic weight loss, it is a metabolic remodeling. Why stubborn weight responds differently? Many people, you might have heard from friends and family, says that they barely eat and still gain weight. What they are experiencing is metabolic inflexibility. Their bodies struggle to switch between fuel source. Energy expenditure drops, fat oxidation slows, hormone adopts defensively. Retatrutide appears to improve metabolic flexibility by allowing glucagon to stimulate fat burning while GLP-1 controls intake. This combination may explain why resistant weight finally moves. Energy, fatigue, and metabolic burnout. Chronic dieting often leads to exhaustion. People feel cold, tired, foggy, and unmotivated. This happens because metabolism downshifts. Retatrutide's glucagon activity may counteract this by increasing basal energy expenditure. Weight loss without metabolic collapse changes everything. The food noises and the brain connection. One of the most overlooked benefits of incretin therapy is reduced food noise, not hunger noise. The constant mental chatter about food. Retatrutide impacts appetite center in the brain, quitting compulsive thoughts and reward-driven eating. For many people, this is life-changing. Side effects and reality. This is not a casual medication. Like all incretin-based therapies, GI symptoms can occur. Nausea, reduced appetite, and digestive changes are common early side effects. Because glucagon increases energy expenditure, dosing precision matters. This is a medication that requires medical oversight. It is powerful, not gentle. If retatrutide works as expected, it disrupts entire industries, diet culture, weight loss shame, the idea that failure is personal. If biology drives obesity, blame collapse. That makes people uncomfortable, but science doesn't care about comfort. The future of metabolic medicine. We are moving towards treating obesity like hypertension. Early intervention, chronic management, no more judgment. Retatrutide represents a shift from punishment-based weight loss to physiology-based care. This is not the end, it's the beginning. Retatrutide is investigational. It's not FDA approved yet. It's not commercially available through the FDA approved pharmacy. No one should attempt to obtain or use it outside regulated clinical research. This video is educational only. Educate yourself before it is available to everybody. If you have blamed yourself for years, maybe it was never your fault. Maybe your metabolism just needed the right signals. Medicine is finally catching up to biology. And when retatrutide arrives, everything changes. If this video helped you understand your body instead of fighting it, follow this channel. If someone you love is struggling silently with weight, share this. And if you want real metabolic education without hype, stay here for more videos.